Assalamu alaikum and hi viewers. This is Sajad Hussain and you are watching my YouTube channel. Viewers, today I am going to discuss with you a review on a book that I have just finished off, and the name of the book is The Silent Patient by Alex Michael Dees. This book has been the number one New York Times and Sunday Times bestseller. It is called a psychological thriller. It can also be called a mystery novel or a suspense novel. However, this book has phenomenal success, and in a short period of time, it has been sold like hot cakes. And the biggest reason for this popularity of the book is the the twist, that phenomenal twist, that turn that is shocking for some readers, that is there by the end of the novel. The book is the story of a famous painter whose name is Alicia Berenson, and he has been living in a matrimonial bliss, in a conjugal bliss with her husband, whose name is Gabriel. However, one day she shoots her husband 5 times in his head, and since then she has not been able to speak even a single word, and she has opted to remain silent, and she is the silent patient of the title. Now we come to know that Theo, who is the second important character in the novel, is a psychiatrist, and he joins Grove, which is a medical facility and where the patients with psychological disorders are treated and taken care of. And Theo has been a great admirer, and he has been a great enthusiast of Alicia. So he wants that he should treat her and bring her back to normalcy. For the book has 5 parts, but for the sake of simplicity, we can divide it into 3 sections, or we can say that the plot can be divided into 3 important segments. In the first segment, Theo's efforts and his struggle and all out efforts to make Alicia speak can be discussed. We find out that he has to face many hardships and problems. He holds sessions with Alicia, but she does not speak despite his repeated efforts and repeated requests. However, he does not give up, he does not yield, he remains steadfast, he remains committed, and he behaves consistently, and he talks to Alicia's friends, he talks to her colleague, he talks to her relatives and gathers valuable information, and that information is very helpful to make Alicia speak and to give up her silence. So, this is the first important part of the plot. The second important part of the plot is the different entries that are there in Alicia's diary, and these entries are there in a chronological order, and these entries have been made by Alicia prior to that gruesome, that horrible incident of shooting Gabriel, her husband. And through these entries, we come to know that Alicia was not living a normal life, and her behavior was not normal, and it was all because of the fear lurking in her heart and mind that someone was chasing her and someone was following her. When she discussed it with her husband, he was of the opinion that it was her illusion, so he asked her to consult a psychiatrist, and she did so. But one day we find out that her fears and her doubts and her apprehensions turn into a reality, because the person who was chasing her and was following her all the while breaks into the house. Now, who is that person? I'm going to reveal it after the third part of the plot, and this third part of the plot concerns with Kathy, who is the wife of Theo, and who is an actress by profession, and she falls in love with Theo at first sight. However, after a couple of years, she develops an illicit relationship, an extramarital relationship with a person, and this is found out and this is discovered by Theo. So he tries to and he makes an effort to find out who that person is, and ultimately it is spotted that the person is Gabriel, who is Alicia's husband. So one day Theo breaks into the house of Alicia and Gabriel. Gabriel is not around, so he makes Alicia his hostage, and then Gabriel comes at the appointed hour. He also ties him with a chair and leaves the couple there. And after that, it is found out that Alicia shot her husband and killed her husband. Now, this is the story all about, and through consistent efforts and through committed efforts, Theo makes Alicia speak ultimately, and this is a matter of great satisfaction, and this is a matter of great relief for all the people who work at Grove, that medical facility, because it is being run by the trust, and because of the financial constraints and because of the financial problems, there is every possibility that it is going to be closed. But as Alicia is a high profile patient, so her revival to speech is very important, and there are chances that the group will not face its tragedy and it will not be closed down. Now there is a strange turn. What is that turn? What is that twist in the novel because of which it has become a huge success, and it has become a phenomenal success? That turn is taken by Theo. When Alicia starts speaking, Theo can see that there is anger, there is anguish, there is violence in the eyes, there is cold stare in the eyes of Alicia, and this is something intolerable, and this is something unbearable for him. He suspects, he doubts that Alicia might reveal his role in the entire episode of shooting Gabriel. Therefore, he decides to inject morphine into the body of Alicia and putting her to a long sleep. But before she goes into a coma, she notes down all these details in her diary, and that diary is very helpful for the investigation officer, Inspector Allen, who comes to know that it is not Christian, Alicia's doctor, who has injected morphine into her body. Rather, it is Theo who is responsible for it. And Inspector Allen confronts Theo and proves a charge against him, and this is how the novel comes to an end. Other than this story, there are important parallels between Theo and Alicia. We find out that both had an unpleasant childhood, and as children, they were abused and they were condemned, and they were all the time humiliated by their fathers. So they seem to be in quest of father figures. And another parallel between the two is that both are deceived and both are betrayed by their spouses. Gabriel deceives Alicia, and Kathy betrays Theo. There is also a reference to Alcestis, that tragedy by Euripides, Greek tragedy by Euripides, and the relevance is that Alicia names her last painting Alcestis, and she tries to identify herself with that Greek heroine, because her life has almost been like the life of Alcestis. As far as the language of the novel is concerned, it's very simple, it's very easy, there's hardly anything difficult. The sentences are short, even the chapters are very short. I haven't found any chapter in the book that is of more than 3 pages length. So this book is a treat to read, and those who are ardent readers, they must read it, and those who are the beginners and they have just started or they have just developed reading habit, they must also read it. And those who are undergraduate students and who want to develop reading habit, they should also read it, and they will find out that this is the best book to start with, and they will not be able to put it aside before they finish it off. At least this is what happened to me. I hope, viewers, you enjoyed today's discussion. This is all for today. Thank you very much.